Key Big Bang Theory creative joins Chuck Lorre on upcoming spin-off in new development update. In what has become one of the most anticipated developments in sitcom history, a key creative force from the Big Bang Theory has officially come on board with Chuck Lorre to shepherd the newly announced spin-off series into life. This news, confirmed in recent weeks, marks a turning point for fans of the original show, opening the door to fresh stories, beloved characters, and new dynamics, all with the signature blend of warmth, wit, and nerdy heart that made the Big Bang Theory a global phenomenon. The spin-off premise, where old meets new. For months, speculation has swirled around what direction the Big Bang spin-off might take. The most recent press release reveals that the show will pick up roughly 3 years after the finale of the Big Bang Theory. The setting, a scientific think tank housed within a refurbished observatory on the outskirts of Pasadena. Our core ensemble will consist of 2 returning characters from the original series, plus 3 new leads. The returning characters are Amy Farrah Fowler, now a full professor and head of the Neurobiological Research Wing. She's balancing her groundbreaking lab work with an expanding personal life. Howard Wolowitz, having moved up to a senior engineer role, spearheading collaborative robotics projects and mentoring fresh talent. These 2 serve as bridges to the world fans know. Familiar dynamics, scientific ambition, and comedic tension. But they're also launching points for new arcs, as the spin-off introduces a brilliant postdoc specializing in quantum computing, whose theory threatens to upend current models. A talented grad student with a passion for science communication and podcasting, bringing public outreach into play. A former industry scientist turned research director, whose corporate background challenges the academic purity of the think tank. The key creative joining Chuck Lorre. Here is the big new development. Steve Holland, a writer and producer who has been central to the Big Bang Theory since its earliest seasons, has signed on as co-showrunner alongside Chuck Lorre. Holland is known for his sharp dialogue, deft comedic timing, and deep familiarity with the original show's voice. His involvement suggests that the spin-off will honor Big Bang Theory's legacy while expanding creatively. Holland's other credits include episodes that balance character growth with laugh-out-loud situations. He was particularly praised for steering storylines that explored Amy's scientific career, Sheldon's evolving social skills, and Howard's transition into fatherhood. With him returning in a leadership capacity, fans can expect continuity in tone and character, but also fresh perspectives. What this update brings: structural and creative implications. Having Holland in the writer's room does more than just reassure nostalgic fans. It signals certain structural and creative directions the new show will likely take. 1. Character-centric episodes. Episodes that deeply explore internal conflicts, professional and personal, rather than relying purely on nerdy jokes or pop culture references. Holland's episodes often balanced emotional stakes with comedic ones. 2. Science at the forefront. The new show won't shy away from actual science. The think tank setting opens the possibility for episodes themed around cutting-edge research, ethical implications of scientific breakthroughs, maybe even cliffhangers tied to real scientific debates, while keeping them accessible and fun. 3. New ensemble dynamics. With 3 fresh characters and 2 legacy ones, there's room for generational tension, mentorship, and culture clash conflicts, for example industry versus academia, veteran researcher versus fresh grad. The new director with corporate roots is likely to introduce conflicts about funding, commercialization, and public accountability. 4. Fan service without dependence. Returning characters are anchors, not leads at the expense of others. They inform the tone and bring familiarity, but the narrative will push forward, giving space for newcomers to shine. That balance is tricky, but Steve Holland's involvement suggests the balance will be deliberate. 5. Modern cultural touchpoints. The new premise includes characters like science communicators and podcast hosts, which reflects today's media landscape. Issues such as misinformation, public trust in science, social media virality, climate change, and ethical AI may come under satirical but thoughtful exploration. The development timeline. According to insiders, the pilot script is already in advanced draft form. Chuck Lorre, Steve Holland, and their writing team have pitched the first 3 episodes. Casting for the new leads is underway, with callbacks scheduled in Los Angeles and Vancouver. The returning characters Amy and Howard are confirmed to recur in multiple episodes, though no word yet on whether other original cast members will appear. Pre-production is set to begin in early 2026, with filming targeted for mid-2026. The show is currently in discussions with major streaming platforms and cable networks, though Lorre's production company is reportedly pushing for a platform that gives creative freedom and global reach. What fans are saying, as expected, fan reaction has been mixed, with a strong lean toward excitement. Many feel relieved that someone like Steve Holland is involved. His episodes from the original are often cited among the show's best. Fans believe his return will help avoid missteps common to spin-offs' tone-deaf humor, character misinterpretation. There's hopeful speculation around how returning characters will evolve, how Amy balances her family, how Howard juggles mentorship, how Sheldon's absence or occasional cameos will be handled. Some express concern. Will the new show lean too much into nostalgia? Will the ensemble feel fresh? Will returning characters overshadow new ones? These are common fears in spin-offs, but the involvement of seasoned creatives helps assuage them. Potential challenges. A few obstacles loom. Cast chemistry. Integrating new cast members with established ones is always difficult. If the dynamics feel forced, the show may suffer. The writing must allow new characters enough depth to feel as real and lovable as the old ones. Expectations versus innovation. The original Big Bang Theory, though enormously popular, also had formulaic episodes, and some critics felt it traded comfort for character development in later seasons. The spin-off needs to evoke nostalgia while avoiding repetition. Scientific accuracy versus accessibility. Fans love the science in Big Bang Theory, but sometimes it was glossed over or simplified. The new series might be under more pressure to portray science responsibly, especially when dealing with issues like AI safety, biotech, or quantum physics-led metaphors. Balancing rigor and humor is key. Platform fit. The nature of the network or streaming service could influence content. Cable/networks may impose broader appeal constraints, while premium platforms may allow riskier, more niche stories. Which direction they take could shape everything from episode length to storytelling style. What this could mean for the fallout of Big Bang Theory. If successful, this spin-off can serve multiple purposes. It will extend the Big Bang Theory universe in a way that adds depth rather than merely milking nostalgia. It could become a model for how sitcom spin-offs are done, with original creators, original voices, but new directions. A proof that sitcoms can evolve, not just replicate. It might draw in a new generation of viewers who never saw the Big Bang Theory, by focusing on fresh characters dealing with modern problems and making them laugh as they stare into telescopes, test quantum theories, or face down moral dilemmas in lab corridors. What we still don't know but want to, several key questions remain unanswered as this spin-off develops. 1. Will Sheldon Cooper feature at all? His absence or presence will make huge waves. Cameos? Flashbacks? Or a full arc? Fans are especially curious where his life has gone. 2. Will there be crossovers? Episodes that link back to the original cast, for example, guest appearances by Leonard, Penny, Bernadette, or plot lines that tie to past events. 3. Tone of humor. How elevated will it get? More ironic, more socially conscious? Will it push boundaries more than the original? 4. Episode count and format. Standard 22 to 24 episodes in traditional sitcom format? Or shorter seasons, longer episodes, hybrid formats, sitcom mixed with mockumentary or segments. With streaming norms changing fast, there could be surprises.